Hi, everyone. Hi, everybody. We're going to talk about social media calendar. So, has anybody started to do their social media calendar, or do they have a social media calendar, or do they know exactly what a social media calendar does? So, when it comes to a social media calendar, it helps you get your social media organized, and it also helps you be able to, and I'm going to pull this to the front so I can be able to see it. And it also helps you be able to know, your posts, how to post, or organize your posts, or say if you're doing a special offer, it'll be able to make you have your post organized in order to get people enticed to buy your special offer. Most times people don't do too well when it comes to launches is because they don't have a plan before the launch. So when you launch something, not unless you have a amazing following that you can launch right away, which I wouldn't say do that sometimes, but most times launches fail because you don't give your audience enough time to kind of marinate on the benefits of your launch. And so when it comes to posting, to give your audience a chance to kind of marinate on the benefits of your offer, what your offer consists of, what they're, what's the value that's going to happen, and also the content. Like if you don't have an offer, which I recommend to always have an offer, but if you don't have an offer, you can at least take the social media calendar and be able to pinpoint which posts that your audience really likes, don't like, which you get the most reactions with. It's kind of hard for you to do that on a scale of, just looking at your social media without having it kind of like written down on a calendar or a plan, because it's just all these posts that you have. So if you kind of can see, okay, so this did better than this post on this date at this time. So now you can not only have your own personal analytics without having to have systems for it, but you'll be able to have hands-on experience of what works with your audience and what doesn't. So let me go to this part right here. If you haven't used Hootsuite, I would say look into them. But I'm just gonna pull this up so you can kind of get a brief view, even though I just already said it, about what your the content calendar does. This is just saying about a template, but what is a social media calendar? Social media calendar is an overall view of upcoming social media posts. Okay, so it just gets you organized. It can be organized in the form of a spreadsheet, Google Calendar, or interactive dashboard, which it's plenty of platforms, and I'll actually put that in the group. Social media calendars usually include some combination of these elements: the date and time it will go that you will go live. It's not just go live, but the date and time that you'll be posting. Because sometimes you might not like to go live, even though these times with the COVID situation going on and all that, everybody's just going live. Social media seems to love when you go live, other than me for some reason, but they seem to love when you go live, and you get more interactions that way. You get more reach. Social network and account where it will be published. So you get to organize what social network you're going to be publishing on, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. You'll get to organize. Okay, so I'm gonna post on TikTok on Monday, and I'll post on Facebook on Tuesday. It just be like that. Copying creative assets, which is photos and videos required, links and tags to be included. So, okay. So, and then the other thing is, why do you want to do a social media um, content calendar? Have never done a social media content calendar until recently, because I've seen how organized it makes me and how consistent, because I'm not sure about most people if they're like me. Consistency was my hugest issue. And I've noticed when I write things down and I tell myself, okay, I'm going to do this on Monday, I'm going to do this on Tuesday, and not make everything overwhelmed, because social media can feel overwhelming. And the breakdown of the calendar makes it where it doesn't feel as overwhelming as as it seems. Another thing is it keeps you not only consistent, but it keeps you on task of knowing, you know, this needs to be done, this needs to be done this time, it just keeps you in order. And it saves the time, because now it saves the time and less confusion. Because most times, if you're not into social media, you don't know what to post. You don't know. You're just randomly posting, and posting on social media shouldn't be actually as much randomly posting, especially if you're a business owner. Consumer based, yeah, you can post what you feel, how you feel, all this other stuff, because you're not getting you're not trying to get an audience. You're not, doing this for business purposes. But for business owners, just posting in the wind is time consuming for you, waste of time for you, and it's not going to help your business. The best way to help your business is to kind of plan out your content. Now, I'm not saying be Inspector Gadget and like plan it out from A to Z. Like, if you're one of those people that can do that, then that's fine. But if you're not, I wouldn't put that much pressure on you. That's too much pressure. Like I said, see, it says make it easier. And like I said, it makes you post consistent. Like I've always had issues with consistency, and I try to hire uh, consistent people, but it's hard when you hire somebody when you don't know yourself what you should be doing on social media. So you want to learn first before you start hiring others. Y'all don't mind me. This is my first time actually looking at their thing. I just wanted to be able to give y'all some kind of information without me having to fully do this, because this is like spur of the moment. But I've seen that a lot of people have problems with getting clients, and so this is one of the issues why. Um, okay, so your time off is really time off. So when you do this in advance, which I recommend for you to do it in advance and schedule it, you don't have to be on social media all day. You know, it, it might seem like I be on social media all day, but I have a lot of my stuff scheduled. The reason I have a lot of my stuff scheduled because I have kids. I don't have time to be on social media all day. I'm a wife. I don't have time to be on social media all day. I'm still also a business owner and helping other businesses. There's no way that you can do all of these hats and be able to be on social media 24 hours of the day. So it's good that you plan your content in advance, especially if you have an offer. You already know what you're offering. You already know what your content should be about, and should be talking close, enticing people to learn more about your offer. Now, let's not say purchase your offer yet, because it takes a while. At least I think they say 7 touch points for somebody to actually buy something from you, which means that you gotta be in front of them all the time, all the time, all the time. And when you just put out a launch so quickly, if they don't know you, they're not even going to spend $1 with you. Like, people be like, "Oh, it's only $5." It's $5, only $5 to you because this is your company. But it's not only $5 to them, because it's $5 of money that they earn hardly, and they don't know you from a can of paint. So spending even a nickel with you would be a little too much, because they don't know what's your intentions. Is this going to be a good fit? Are you going to have a good product or a service? They don't even want to waste that type of money on something that's not going to work for them. And then it reduces typos and avoid big mistakes. Well, I am considered as the typo queen, so sometimes my typos, I can edit. Sometimes I don't edit, because that's just how I am. I do try to fix the grammar, but sometimes it's just how it is. They do have other like Grammarly and other AI kind of platforms that'll help you out that I will talk a little bit about. It's a it's another one. I don't think I have this up here that I'll probably put in the group. Um, but they help you with your editing and to make sure you're copyright free. That you're not copyrighting anybody's information where you can get legally into some type of trouble. So it helps you with that. It says make higher quality content, which is very true. You'll be able to think more. You'll be able to design more. I say this, and I'm not sure how many people do their social media, but when it comes to social media, most people like the person itself. They don't really like the company because they don't know the company. The company is, especially if it's your company, you're going to be biased. You think your company is the best thing smoking, and they don't think that. They just think, okay, what can this thing do for me? Who is behind this? Are they trustworthy? Will they scam me? You know, this is the internet. Everybody's scamming everybody. You know how they're, in mentality, and it's sad that it's like that, but that's the reason why it's so important for you to show your face as much as possible on your platform so they can know, oh, this is a human being, not some kind of robotic type of thing, or somebody out of maybe out of country, or some other people who want to scam people. Especially, a lot of times they put together, even though I've met a lot of people out of country, and I haven't seen a whole lot of scammers, but just because that is the way a lot of it is portrayed, you want to be able to show your own face to your audience. And then if you would think about it, right? Other than these big companies, before you would buy from somebody, you would like to know who you're buying from. So like that really makes sense. That's why a lot of video content does so well. Time for your content. So this is about like holidays and events. And then I got to show you something which is so cool. This is why I asked in a group about June, because yes, you want to make time for these events. You don't want to just be posting the day of. You need to post the day before. So look, check this out. I asked everybody, have y'all started y'all stuff in June, right? So if you see this, let me see if I can make this a little bigger. If you see this on June 1st, like say if you're just posting, right? But you have these in your calendar. On June 1st, it says say something nice day. So that you can be with the trends. You can say, oh, this I'm just gonna what are y'all, what are y'all gonna say for what are you gonna say for somebody to say something nice? So you just say something nice, and then it'll say like let's see, say something nice back, just for them to comment back to your, because you want engagement. So you say something nice say something nice to your audience, and then say, now you say something nice back. So now they're going to say something nice back to you or interact, whatever with that post. The same thing is leave your office early. Do you like who left your office? Left the office early. Was this really a thing? Just try to entice people to talk about what that special day is supposed to be. This is another one. Hug your cat day. So if you want to be do a funny thing, or with a cat or something, you could post something funny or post something humorous. For me, because I'm goofy, I would post something humorous. Then your best friend's day. So you just say, who's your best friend? My best friend is this, that, and the third. And so you do, so it's other days other than Father's Day. Because, we already know June is Father's Day, but they have other trending holidays that you can post to be, active. Then it says daylight appreciation, Please take my children. Like, that's very funny. Um, but you see what I'm saying? It's all this stuff that you can add inside of your social media calendar that can have you interact with everybody else's, because I'm sure they're gonna do a lot of hashtags to this. And so then your post will come up with all of these posts that are doing the trend. And then you okay. So it says spot opportunities for partnerships and sponsored content. You can do that by approaching other influencers or coordinating with other people who do the same exact thing that you do, or coordinating with people that match the type of thing. Like, say if you are a credit repair professional, then you might want to, especially if you're going to be helping other people become credit repair business owners, then you would want to pair up with a person that does business credit, so that that can help in both worlds. Um, or you can use social media advertising now. Okay, so if it's free, I don't, like, you can if you want to. Like, if you got multiple businesses and you don't have a community, like, this is what I recommend. So if you have multiple businesses and you don't have a community, like a Facebook group, like for me, I make Facebook groups towards all my other businesses so I won't have to do Facebook ads. But you don't have to do it that way. If you're not a group person, you don't do all that extra, then you can just use Facebook ads to be able to promote your business, which is, it's not a problem with doing that. I like free sometimes, especially if free brings clients. Then I'll do that. And then audio social networks and content. So you want to audit what you're posting, you know what it what kind of reactions you get in. You want to also audit, your audience. If you have an analytics to be able to see the demographics. um Most times I check my group, and I, like, if you don't have a group, I recommend you have a group, because the analytics inside of the group is so awesome. It lets you know what type, what states these people mostly are, states and cities, or what country, like the most people that's in there, so you can know how to kind of target men or women, what times they're the most active, what days they're the most active. Like, it's so insane how much. And then TikTok is the same way. I love TikTok's analytics. It's insane if you check the analytics, but it takes a little couple of days for you to get it. I would wait a couple of days to check it out before you do all that though. Then you want to make sure it mixes together. So it says choose your social channels and content mix. The social media rule of thirds. 1/3 of your posts promote your business or drive conversions. 1/3 of social media posts involve personal interaction with your followers. Um, the 80/20 rule. 80% of your posts are designed to inform, educate, and entertain. 20% of your posts directly promote your business or drive conversion. Which is, I mean, that's what I would kind of say. I mostly do a whole lot of education, and I do some promotion. Sometimes I don't have to as much, because I get a lot of people that just messages me, especially what I promote on my personal page. A lot of people are a little lingy when it comes, or leery, whatever, when it comes to talking about finances. So they're not going to just like post all on my personal page. So they would rather um just ask me. You know, most times they ask me, do you do credit repair? Even though it shows, I just was like, okay, yeah, I do credit repair. Um, and the reason why, they just want to be sure that, because I think I have it where I do DIY, so they want to probably be sure that I personally do it for others. You also determine which channels use for which types. of content. Let's skip all that. It's the same thing. Generating. Decide what your social media calendar should include. So I have one, and it's not fully done. Because it's going to be tailored to what you need. The one I have is basically um the information that you would need to post. Now, I think I might, and we'll see, I might end up doing a social media content calendar and offering it to the group. We'll see if people really need it. But it'll have your platforms, the dates, the time, and it says copy, visuals, link to assets, link to published posts, including any tracking information, the platform specific format, feed, post, story, reels. Those do good. Reels, poll, live stream, ad, shoppable post. Okay, associated vertical or campaign, product launch, contest. Okay. You may also want to add more advanced details. Okay. So that's just if you want to add this. I would add, obviously when you're going live, your reels, what date you're going to do those, what days you're going to go live, um, paid or organic, and has it been approved. You can, okay, if pay the additional product. Oh, okay, so that's if it got approved when you're doing a paid ad. um Invite your team to review and use that. That's if you have a team. Most times, starting off as a small business owner, you won't have a team. Like, you won't have a team. I think they have a social media, and I'm going to check social media calendar. Oh, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and, oh, they would have all this extra stuff. I'm going to go ahead and maybe send y'all a way for y'all to be able to, I'll put the link in there to have it in there. And yeah, it says topics. That's what I rarely miss work on. Topics and titles for your content, which is very important. So this is what I say when it comes to grasping your people, because that's what's very important, is to grasp your people with the content. Hold on, let me make sure I post this down. Okay. So you want to be able to, because everybody's posting. So you want to be able to try to stop them in their tracks. And the best way to do it is to have the best kind of catchphrase. And for me, it's not like a catchphrase, but I say the catchphrase. It's caption. So say this right. And then I'll go back to the social media calendar. But say this. So say if you're working on skincare. So just say, okay, we're gonna do something about skincare. And then it says, what tone should it be? So I'm gonna do a humor tone that has a sale on a product. So I'm gonna, and this is free. I have a skincare, and I want to say a humor type of thing to sell my product. So this is what coming. You're only one discount away from looking and feeling like $1,000,000. See, they come up with all these types of things that you can post. Get that glow and take care of your skin with this special offer. Clear skin, no matter the season, is what we do. You see? And so, hello, weekend. Let's take a little break from the chaos of the week and treat ourselves to some new skincare products. Try this face scrub or moisturizer. It's great for dry skin. Don't miss the best sale of the year. Shop now before it's gone. Hashtag face value. So you see how it ends up putting types of things that you can do as a caption without you having, because sometimes you can't come up with captions, or especially if you're not a social media manager, that might not be your strongest set. And I know that won't mind at first. Just think about a caption to hook people. Like, what should I say first? Because that's what it is. It's like the person's first impression situation. They have to, see what you're working with first before they even read anything else. So you can have two sentences, but if that first sentence is not going to grab them, then they're not going to read the second sentence. So that's why it's good to have a good caption. This free option right here is like the best thing smoking, especially if you don't know what kind of captions you're going to get doing. So this is what I created as, and it's not a real content calendar. So this one right here is not a real content calendar. This is basically a breakdown of the type of stuff that you should kind of post, because I think a lot of people are a little confused about what to post. And so this is where I kind of go down the breakdown, and for your YouTube or your Facebook, TikTok, anything. So your lifestyle. Your audience usually wants to know what's going on with your life. They want to feel like they're a part of your life. So when I said lifestyle or events, like what type of new, thing that you're going to be doing, you're excited to do, what type of thing is going to be happening inside of your life. Like, okay, I'm going to a birthday party, or I'm going to, a conference, show a little couple of pictures of that. People love to feel like they're a part of what you're doing. The other thing is video content. Like, video content helps so tremendously because it helps build trust. It keeps a personal connection with your audience because they get to see you without the photoshopped pictures and the glamour and all the other stuff. And then behind the scenes, this is so important because you want to look human. You don't want to look like you're a robot, that you can do all things without showing the way you do the way you do in your business. It's very important to show them that, so that they can like, oh, so this is how, oh, this is the way they pack my orders, and this, so it just makes them feel happy, like they're involved in this process. Another thing is, oh my gosh, results and testimonials. So this is like social proof. Social proof is what brings so many people back to your page. So it also gives them a view of the people that you're helping, because it doesn't matter. And let's kind of not downplay the results, the way we kind of, what I would say, how we should kind of post it. So it is exciting to post your clients' results, but it's more exciting when you can put a face, feeling with these results. So I'm going to show you an example. The posts that mostly don't get the most, like, oh, oh, I need you to help me, is the ones that were like, oh, a client just got 10 deletions. This is what we do at, ABC Credit. I'm just going to say ABC Credit. So you're like, oh, okay, that's good. Or you can do it this way. I've been working with Shanisha. I'm just gonna bring out a name. I don't know, or let's just say Jane Doe, because I want to, I've been working with Jane Doe for at least 3 months, and like, she came to me, was like, she really needed to move, and her credit was hindering her, and just to think that in 3 months we were able to delete 10 items off her credit report, and increase her score by at least 80 to 100 points, whatever points it is. So let's just say 100 points, and now she's able to get that place that she was longing for. And then you can say, like, your place you're longing for, take a picture of her and with her keys to her new apartment or whatever it is that she was getting, and then you can put the receipts of, like, the deletions or whatever inside of the comments. So now they have a face to the testimonial, and they're like, oh, this is a real person, because anybody can make testimonials up. You want to be honest. You can still, and this is why a lot of people try to put watermark. You can steal anybody's mess and then just say, oh, I did this. So in order for it to look a little bit more genuine, in order for to pull the heartstrings, as I call them, is to really go in depth about the testimonial so that people can relate. That's basically what that is. Humor, and giving value. You want to kind of mix it up some. Be funny if you're funny. If you're not funny, don't make that as an option. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm goofy, so that's going to be in there. But if you're an educational person, you want to educate your audience. If you're well, I would educate anyway. And that's what they call consider giving out value. But if you want to be humorous, if you want to just be like, okay, y'all come in, talk to me. Just say like inviting them in type of thing, kind of messages. I'm here, what y'all doing? So that type of thing that can make engagement with your audience. The other thing is motivation. Like everybody loves motivation because life is life, as we know, and it's not always peaches and cream and roses. And so it's good to show that, especially if you can motivation from not just your life but other people's lives that have changed, or just put motivational quotes to keep your audience uplifted. That's what I think about it, is making it uplifting and make them empowered, make them know that they're able to get out of the situations or the problems or the issues that they have, that it might not happen today, but it'll happen soon. You got to be patient, and you got to keep, praying, just that type of thing. And that's what you would do when it comes to the motivation, telling them don't give up. Um, Another thing is if your product and offers, your product and services, like you see all of this stuff when you post these lifestyles, the video stuff, all that stuff. All this is supposed to be geared to your offer and your product. So that's what makes the confusion. Like you are supposed to post this stuff, but it's supposed to be geared to your offer. So say like I was saying about the skincare. So you say, "Oh yeah, I'm having a skincare. I went to a skincare event and this, that, and the third. Or look at my skincare regimen. You get what I'm saying? Show a video of that behind the scenes. This is what I do. For my skincare regimen. This is the stuff that I put together. This is the orders that most people order. You get what I'm saying? So all of this connects to your offer. Like that's exactly what it is. Whatever you're offering, everything connects to it. It's not saying your offer because you don't want to look like you're a car salesman getting on people's nerves. And I'm not saying all car salesmen are like that, but sometimes that feeling of being um forced to have to purchase something you want to purchase, but the forcing is what makes you kind of back. So that's why doing these other posts with not actually saying the offer but giving value about the offer, so when is going to be great for when you do post finally about the offer. So once you post finally about the offer, they've already been looking through all your posts, and they're like, oh, so she got this, or he got this. So now they're into your offer because you've given so many other things beforehand. Another thing is the lead magnets. Like I love these. Like especially if like it's a skincare. You say get my skincare regimen for to get results in 15 days or less or something, and make sure you have it where automatically, and speed is key. Don't do these lead magnets and then it's taking a long time to get to them, because then nobody's enticed to do what they want, that you really want them to do, because it took so long for them to get the free item. That free item is what you do to build your emailing list. I mean, like, it's so important for you to build, because social media is great, but social media can be here today and gone tomorrow. And that means that, like, I don't know if y'all remember, but that time when Facebook went, and Facebook and I think Instagram or something like that, all of it shut down. So many people probably lost a lot of money because they are so depending on social media and didn't have other means to be able to do income. That's where the building the email list comes in, because you don't own the platform of social media, but you will own your own emailing list once you create one. What was the other hashtags? So here's another one, and then I'm gonna get ready to go. I got some stuff I gotta do, but here's another one about finding out the hashtag. So this is what I did, and see, I put in credit. Let me see if I can start from the beginning of this. I just hold up. Oh, all right. So you search your hashtags. I put in credit. So let's just put in skincare. I don't know what's up with me with the skincare today. Um, skincare. So we go down and look this. Okay, so this is the hashtags for skincare. This is the ones that's doing the best when it comes to, and I would start from the top. It comes to, let's see, top 30. These are the top 30. Skincare hashtags are facial. See, these are the top 30. To reach more audience and get more likes, interactions, and views, copy and paste them. And I went copy and paste sometimes because sometimes it won't do right. So I would just facial. It's not gonna take that long to do that many. You know, you can copy and paste, but sometimes it don't. You don't get the most benefits from it. Um, but like this is a free tool. Like, everything doesn't have to cost. I mean, some things do cost, like this one. Um, and I'll go into this probably on another live because I'm like 30 some minutes in. But this helps with when you want to write stuff that you don't really know exactly what to write. This helps you with writing. See, look, personalized cold email outreach. It helps you with writing. This artificial intelligence. That's what AI smart writer. So it helps you write. And some other ones that helps you write too. And I'll try to see if I can put that together too. So that's it about social media calendars. You also, I'm gonna send a link for this. You can get a freebie for the social media calendar. The other thing is you can, here we go. You can actually buy it. Where did that go? You can actually buy them. And let me see if I can back social media calendar. Hold up. You can actually buy them. Let me see if I pull up images. Will it come up? But you should be able to buy them from like Etsy. They have them. Or you can go to Fiverr and see if somebody can make you one. I say personally, start off with trying to do your own. Oh, it's not showing up here. I think it's shopping. I say personally, start off trying to do it a little bit of your own just to kind of get. Okay, here's the little planners that people do. Social media planners. They're not expensive. So if you want, get one of these and then just build on it. So you can kind of know, like that would be the best way to do it, is to get like a cheaper one and kind of see what should be in it. Like, see, this was $3 and see what should be in it, and then build up on it because it's not a like one size fits all type of thing. So with what they might have might not work for you. So you could just add on what works for you. It's some other platforms that I'll try to post about that helps with it too. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna get ready to go. And I'll talk to y'all on another day at another hour when it comes to building these wonderful business into 6, 7, and 8, and maybe 9-figure businesses. All right. Talk to y'all soon. Bye bye.